I hope you're having a great week so far. This is my presentation for my course ePortfolio that I've made throughout this semester. One thing I have loved about using this platform, specifically the Google Sites platform, is it's so user-friendly. I have not had any issues using Google Sites with uploading my information, embedding my links, typing, uploading it, adding images, and designing fonts, colors, all of that. I found it to be super easy to use, very no mess, no fuss, really, really personal, easy to modify. I've loved it, honestly. I also really like the use of the ePortfolio website as a way of presenting our information or our projects we made in this semester so far. I think it's honestly just a really seamless and kind of unique way of making a portfolio. It's very interactive, which I like, instead of other types of portfolios that may just be, flipping through a book or screen or slides, or even like a Google Drive folder or something like that, which are all things I've done for other classes. I like the use of the website because it's so interactive and just adds an extra element of creativity to it. And I think that's been fun. It's, again, also been really user-friendly and easy to use. I've enjoyed that a lot. So throughout the course of this class, I've, of course, learned a lot. I've taken similar classes before, but none have gone as in-depth onto things like the design principles specifically. That's a big takeaway I've gotten from this class, is the design principles. You can see here on my screen, this is the second page on my ePortfolio, and we have the 7 basic design principles. And that's just been super interesting to me, especially because I have always been more of an artsy student. I've loved learning about how to best connect with your audience and how to keep people engaged. And I think that's so important, especially today as classrooms are more and more technology focused. I think that it's really important that as future educators, or at least for me, I'm a future educator, hopefully, as future educators, to stay on top of the growing uses for technology in the classroom. And I think getting the basics of creating something that's cohesive and informative is really important. That's going to be beneficial for my future studies. One project we did in class this semester that was really fun and a great learning experience for me was the screencast project that we just did recently. I think out of everything we've done this semester, the screencast software is going to be most beneficial for me to know how to use going into the future, going through the rest of my college experience and as future educator. I think this is something that I would genuinely use frequently in the classroom, creating learning tutorials for the classroom, and fun projects for kids. I would love to be able to enable them to use things like the screencast software. I used Clipchamp for mine, and I thought it was really easy to use. I think for students, it's really important to give them kind of the baton and let them come up with their own creative projects and stuff to turn in digitally. I think that's really where we're headed in our classrooms, and I think that'll be a lot of fun, and I'll really be able to see their creativity shine throughout that. So I have loved using Clipchamp to make this screencast. Also, for substitute teachers, I think this is a really helpful tool to be able to pull up a video that the teacher themselves has made for the class and play it in class. I think that'll be really helpful for substitute teachers. I liked the overall setup for this course. If I were to suggest any one thing for improvement, I would say more of a video-based discussion board on occasion. I've used those in other classes where instead of submitting a instead of submitting like an essay to a discussion board, you submit a video of yourself going over the information you want to present and then responding to your peers in video format. I think doing things like that on occasion can really help an online class feel more personal and get students more connected to the class. I feel like online classes are really easy to kind of forget about or put on the back burner in the back of your mind. And incorporating things like videos are helpful to get students engaged and make them feel like they're more of an active participant in the course. Also, they can get to see their other classmates' faces and hear their voices, and I think that's really important. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this class, and I really enjoyed using the Google Site software to make my e-portfolio, and I'm excited to see where I take this in the future.